In our previous episode of the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Higher and Tertiary Education, Science and Technology Development Tour of ZIMDEF funded projects, we were in Bulawayo and Lupane. In this special program, we shall be taking you to the National University of Science and Technology, NUST, and Joshua Mqabu Polytechnic. Our first port of call is NUST. The STEM initiative, which is short for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, is being championed at NUST, with 54% of the students being involved in STEM. NUST Acting Vice-Chancellor Mr. Sibanda says they are grateful for ZIMDEF's support over the years.
We have benefited quite immensely starting from, I think I'm correct, from 2010. Where we have, as outlined on that, ZIMDEF grants received for instance, Gwanda University College, starting from 2012, and then the National University of Science and Technology, starting from 2010. There is still quite a lot, as I say, that we are not even at complete with phase one of the construction of the National University of Science and Technology. We have the IT Resource Center, which needs funding. We have laboratories, and equipping those laboratories are still some of the challenges. We are making inroads in some of those, but we would actually appreciate if we had a partner coming in to help us in terms of ensuring that as a STEM university, we are one of the leading institutions, not just in terms of the production of the graduate that we are training, but also in terms of equipment, so that we, as the mother of the STEM universities, we should be exemplary, not just in terms of the infrastructure building-wise, but also in terms of equipment that we have in those buildings. And so this is our plea, and they have not had the last of us. We are still going to be approaching ZIMDEF with some of these requests.
What has been received by NUST total $723,000. And for both NUST and Gwanda University College, a bus has been donated. I think the one to Gwanda is a 40-seater bus, and the one that was donated to NUST was donated in 2006. It was a 30-seater Penta minibus. So our vehicle fleet has benefited, and then the 723 of interest is the 75,000 that we received last year for our applied genetic testing center, which I understand is the second such laboratory in the country. The university had initially contributed 350,000 to the applied genetic testing center, but we needed further equipment to ensure that the lab is fully functional, and we received a donation of 75,000 last year from ZIMDEF.
ZIMDEF CEO Mr. Frederick Mandijidza explained ZIMDEF's vision regarding the STEM program.
We believe that STEM is the application of scientific and technological knowledge and competencies to solve current and future socio-economic problems. STEM education is therefore evidence-based, which develops 21st century competencies necessary for a knowledge economy. It is a future-focused approach to skilled human capital development aimed at producing the upper-end skills which are critical for a knowledge-driven economy. STEM is about the harnessing of the power of scientific and technological developments to unlock jobs of the future, to drive industrialization and modernization of our economy. It is a strategic development of a national talent pipeline leading to the production of knowledge-based researchers, innovators, and inventors who will drive the industrialization and modernization of Zimbabwe.
The ZIMDEF Chief Executive, if you can inform this House whether we will be able to further fund these students you are sponsoring, that is from Form 5, Form 6, when they get to university, whether we'll be able to assist them.
The Honorable Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, Science and Technology Development is on record for having said modalities are being worked out with the universities themselves to come up with scholarships for the STEM students. So I might not be able to comment on that, but it's now public information that those modalities are being put in place to make sure that the STEM students will be accorded with scholarships to advance their STEM programs in universities.
Parliamentarians were taken on a tour of the Applied Genetics Testing Center, which handles forensics, paternity tests, and homicides. The consumables in the laboratory were bought with funding from ZIMDEF. To date, NAST has received more than $1.3 million from ZIMDEF towards infrastructure development and consumables. From NAST, the parliamentarians traveled to Gwanda, the destination being Joshua Mqabu Polytechnic.
These are the ZIMDEF funds that we have received from 2010 to date. From 2010 up to 2016 December, we received $1,298,000. They've also been giving us money for the engineering courses, particularly. Yes, they've also been giving us money for consumables.
Parliamentarians were taken on a tour of the ZIMDEF-funded projects and equipment at the Polytechnic. This comprised the tour of the new building, housing 108 computers supplied by ZIMDEF, the microbiology laboratory, the automotive engineering department that was equipped by ZIMDEF, and the head of kettle that was also bought using ZIMDEF funds. From the new site, parliamentarians were taken to the old site that houses the carpentry workshop, the fashion design class, tourism and hospitality department, and the engineering workshop. To date, ZIMDEF has invested more than $1.5 million at the Polytechnic. On that note, we've come to the end of this special program that is part of a series of the tour by parliamentarians of ZIMDEF-funded projects countrywide. Thank you for watching.